At midnight in Leeds, the clubbers counted down to freedom and the reopening of nightclubs, without masks or social distancing. The virus is most rampant in the north of England and amongst the 12 to 29-year age group. The morning after in the capital, and those that were travelling to work continue to do so as usual. Although mask wearing is no longer legally mandated in England, it is a local law on London's public transport network, and the vast majority we saw were wearing masks. Not that many are heading into the gleaming offices of the city, the square mile financial district in the middle of London. Most of the banking, insurance and trading communities continue to work from home. Just a fraction of the 500,000 a day who used to commute into the city before Covid turned up on Freedom Day, as firms take a cautious approach. In Camden, North London, the Irish Elderly Advice Network held their first in-person AGM in 2 years, with mixed views on the easing of the lockdown at a time of rapidly rising cases.
It's too early. There's too many still going down with it, And for us, luckily we've all had the vaccine, but still we are vulnerable.
I hope everything is safe and well. It's a great thing if everything works according to plan, but I'm dubious.
Outside, these young drama students were even more cautious.
I'm very glad that obviously in London it's mandatory to still wear masks on the underground and transport.
And that reflects an opinion poll published in today's London Times, which showed a majority is wary of the end of legal restrictions in England.
Well, let's go live to Westminster now and we can speak to our London correspondent, Sean, who's standing by for us. Sean, with this news this evening that 60% of those being admitted to hospital have had 2 doses of a vaccine, Boris Johnson has been giving a press conference from his own self-isolation. What has he been saying?
He's been defending the test, trace and isolate regime, Katrina, the very regime that sees him, as you say, isolating in his country mansion at Chequers. Chancellor of the Exchequer also self-isolating after the health minister came down with Covid on Saturday. But yes, they are defending that regime now in the face of a massive criticism that's been rising in the country over the number of people who are being pinged, as they call it, showing up on the Covid apps as requiring to isolate. He says, look, we just have to keep on doing that in order to break transmission of the virus. Nevertheless, as you saw in that report, they have opened nightclubs in this country. And at that same press conference, the Chief Scientific Officer, Sir Patrick Vallance, described nightclubs as potential super spreader events, which begs the question, why on earth did they open the nightclubs? The Prime Minister is now trying to appeal to young people both to be cautious and also to get vaccinated. There's about 3 million 18 to 13-year-olds who do need to get vaccinated. His incentive to them to do that is that from September onwards it will be mandatory to show on your mobile phone proof of vaccination in order to get into a nightclub. But of course that's September. What happens between now and September? Well, there's going to be an expected peak of a third virus wave. It's going to spread probably through those nightclubs, and a lot of young 18 to 30-year-olds are going to get sick.
All right, Sean, thanks for that.